Alright there, my name's Ragtag and I'm the greatest gutter to your gamer on the face of this earth, and today we're going to be taking a look at the written word of the Apex Legends community, but this time we're stepping over to the EA forums for some of those beautiful comments. And before we get started, you've probably noticed that I don't actually have a great deal of sponsored videos on this channel, and that is because most of those offers that come my way are products that I just don't believe in or I'm just not interested, which is why today I am proud to be working with Dollar Shave Club on this video, and I'll tell you why I love this company in a bit. But first, Pet Peeves List. Number 1. While having an open mic, blasting music or your television in the background. I don't care about your crappy music nor whatever nonsense you're watching on TV. Number 2. Singing into the mic. Look, this ain't The Voice or American Idol, so I could care less if you think you can sing or not. Just stop. Number 3. Teammates who never speak a single word or ping anything but decide it's a good idea to go off and eventually engage another full squad and get downed. Then they begin screaming, "Where the hell are you?" If you take it upon yourself to 1v3 without so much as a heads up, don't expect anyone to take one for the team for you. You go solo, you die solo. What are some of your pet peeves / rants?
Hackers are back!
People in general, stern face, sums up practically everything wrong while playing this game, and starts laughing.
Players who looted the building I went into, be it enemies who arrived there 5 minutes earlier than me or teammates. All loot is my loot. Banner ping spam. All banner spammers should burn in the fiery pits of hell. And no, that is not dramatic, XD. I disabled voice chat months back due to those annoying loud noises that people have going on in the backdrop. I mean, I won't moan about hearing somebody opening a door or a dog that barked, but playing degenerate rat-a-tat-tat music while playing goes too far. Not to mention how disrupting it is to play while listening to music. Those folks are those clowns you can run directly behind without being heard.
Looking back at the times when I had to carry my 20-kilo CRT monitor, computer case and peripherals for 1 kilometer to a friend's house to have a game party while his parents were on holiday, we had to borrow network cards and cables, try all sorts of drivers until finding one compatible to be able to play Quake 1, 2, and then 3, Unreal Tournament, and so on at 640 by 480 and probably 20 to 24 FPS. Network and cables were often failing, mice kept breaking, processors and video cards were overheating. There was little sleep, junk food, limited player base, but we were still happy. Now, should I cry that my bullet went through a Pathfinder that one time, putting me at a disadvantage of 18 points, or enjoy the fact that I get to play with people from all over the globe, in conditions that are dozens of times better than a few decades ago? I do hate levers, though. I actually agree with Gandalf. There was a lot more fuss back in the day just to set up any kind of online or LAN gaming, but the convenience of today unfortunately negates the struggles from yesteryear where we carried our PCs in wheelbarrows and whatnot. I have to say though, some of my pet peeves are definitely when you're the jump master, you ping a supply crate to let your team know that's the first thing you're gonna do when you get down there, and then some arsehole not only doesn't break off but races you for that loot, even though there's 3 other supply bins right next to it. Another one I particularly hate is if you get down from being shot in the back, your teammates effortlessly brap the villain and then proceed to loot that guy's death box before even considering helping you back up. Now I understand if that box contains vital armor that would replenish or replace dead body shield bars and hence protect the rezzing ally, but to look for a goddamn barrel stabilizer while you're full HP and full shields makes me want to construct dodgeballs out of cactuses and use those greedy bastards as target practice. Of course, I'm the perfect kind of teammate and I would never take loot from anyone.
Mozambique. We can kill him from here. Here we go.
Yeah! I have my first shot for 69. No jokes. That's it. Mate.
Oh, he's jumping off the thing.
Did you get him?
I did.
Enemy taken out.
Oh, whoa! Oh. attitude.
Oh
shit! Did that just happen?
Now, as many of you know, I sport one of the greatest gutter tier beards in the face of this earth, and whilst I'm not going to massacre this majestic lion's mane, that's not the only hair that needs tamed. You know what I'm saying? Just smile and nod, you pathetic loser. We're trying to help people that actually can't grow beards like this. Anyway, that's where today's sponsor comes in, Dollar Shave Club. Now, I knew I was off to a good start with this company when I saw the box containing the blades saying, "Have a nice cut of beef, not a nice cut of face." So in the box that Dollar Shave Club sent me, we have an executive handle, 4 high quality blades and transparent shave butter that surprised me with its splendiferous odour. Now, before I was sent these products, I was just picking up my razors at the supermarket, and the difference between them and this is insane. So don't be a complete loser, freshen yourself up like a pro, because we all know that your gaming skills are absolutely doomed. Anyway, you too could get this starter set, including the executive razor and a 3-ounce tub of Dr. Carver's shave butter for just $5 using my unique link at dollarshaveclub.com/ragtag. This is a limited time offer for new members embarking on their first month. After that, the restock ships at a regular price. Also, check out their website for all your other grooming needs, including shower, oral care and deodorants. If you don't own a mic, please don't play this game. Thanks. I'd appreciate it. Players who can't afford a $10 shouldn't be playing a game that requires constant comms. 4 games in a row with 2 squad mates with no mics. How about making people unable to join if you have no mic? Have a baby or a girlfriend sleeping? No problem. Don't play.
How about they remove solo queuing? Because if you don't have friends to play with, you shouldn't play a game that requires 2 teammates. See how you sound? They have a ping system. That is what it's for. For people who do not use a mic or wish to talk. You sound more upset because you could not hold your own for 4 games in a row and blame your squad mates to reason with the fact that maybe you're the problem.
That Spanish boy, what? Averaging 6 to 8 kills on those games, with one game having 14 kills. Is me being the problem? Okay, mate. And yes, I'd like a system like the one you suggested.
Oh, never knew that ping system could be so useless. I didn't use my mic a lot, not even in a tense situation sometimes. I just kept my cool, got the wins anyway. And sometimes, even when I'm using Discord with my real-life friends, we don't talk about every little things. We use the pings. We just do what we do because we know how to play the game. I don't see any problems. The ping system is one of the best things about this game. Easy to use, very useful. You sounded like a butthurt. Maybe you needed someone to carry you hard? Tee.
Ping system isn't useless, but they barely use it. People don't even ping attachments. Not even sure how they reach Diamond 2 ranks. Don't actually need someone to carry me when I average 6 to 10 kills a game. But it gets pathetic getting to the top 3 doing all the work and my team is full of trash players. And yes, I am butthurt, but also triggered. It's annoying when you don't have a team that actually speaks.
Well, ranked is not supposed to be played with randoms, I guess. A lot of people here already recommended that. You gotta stop playing with randoms once you hit platinum. Then, you need friends who wanna play with you or at least fit your playstyle.
I can afford a mic, but I don't want to use one, as I only play at night and I have a baby and a girlfriend sleeping. I'm going to keep playing this game without a voice, also muting the randoms to prevent toxicity. If you can't accept players like me, maybe you should follow your own advice.
Then don't play ranked. There's a reason there's ranked and unranked. You either play ranked competitively, which requires communication, or you don't play ranked and do whatever you want in unranked, because you're not going to be ruining other competitive players' experience over there. If you can't do that, feel free to follow my advice. Antagonizing smiley face.
I actually played ranked yesterday. We'll probably do it again today and tomorrow, and you don't seem to get the fact that you can't tell others what to do. You won't get far with your immature attitude, you're full of a took. Maybe if you'd throw yourself in there, approach the issue with a different manner, rid us all of your stupidity, you could have found some forum members willing to team up with you.
I did find 2 forum members on another post. I don't need a person like you to be on my team if you're probably like silver or gold, lol. Never seen a non-mic user who actually reached Apex Predator, so basically your arguments to me are invalid. Play ranked as long as you want, but if someone says mics and no one answers, then they get themselves killed and wait for respawn to run off and they leave. Don't blame them, they just don't like wasting their time with people like you. As I said,
Girlfriend or baby sleeping? You don't have to play. No one is forcing you to ruin two others' games. Have you ever watched a pro match? In any game? I have mic, but I don't want to use it. Why? Because English is not my main language. If you can't deal with pings, then get the fuck out.
Maybe you're on the wrong server. Guessing you're the guy with the high ping glitching everywhere. Passive aggressive, love heart.
Oh, I mean ping slash alert slash marks. No ping equals latency.
Ah, gotcha, light bulb. Forgiveness heart.
Yeah, what that 1920s American said. Wrong server to play on, don't play it. It is literally a team game. Hence why they made it a trio game only. Don't ruin it for others or get the fuck out. Why do people always assume that if someone doesn't talk, then he doesn't have a mic? Do you also assume that I don't have a keyboard if I don't reply to your text messages? If I don't want to talk, I won't talk. Gameplay doesn't suffer from it. It's actually probably improved, since talking is very distracting.
Most of the online community is toxic, racist, and immature. The other day I was playing with no mic. Then a black girl got in the mic and just said one word before some racist white guy got in the mic and called her a filthy bitch ass. Racism, name calling, blaming, and trash talking is rampant in online games, and the primary justification for people choosing not to use a mic. I don't use a mic because every time I do, I get in a super heated argument with some random disrespectful person. And these arguments are filled with profanity, name calling the whole 9 yards. And that is why I do not use microphones. Instantly it gets toxic, and I am not toxic. I do not use mic, and I mute players that use mics. Most of the squads I win with does not use mics. They are micless randoms that have over 1,000 kills, all level 100 and above. I usually friend these guys and play ranked with them, and we tear it up. Not speaking a word. The other day, one of my friends decided to use a mic, and I could not comprehend a single word he was saying. He was speaking Spanish. And anyways, if you are good enough, you can win without the mic one.
I'm not using my mic either, just to speak/greet forum members on the first Friday meeting. Hey! However, the way this game works makes it possible to play without speaking at all. The ping system and the automated legends voices really do the job. Maybe for pro gaming you need the voice chat, but for my current skill level, I'm still finding random players that play as a team just out of the box. By the way, nice game last night, Gandalf. I'm literally talking to forum members who are diamond and upwards, which means kind of professional level. Silver, gold, bronze, whatever. I don't need a team to win a match in that bracket.
Well, the plot thickens near the end there, where you realise that our original poster is actually a higher rank. And that puts him in a different bracket. In fact, if you are diamond and above, you are sitting at 2% and above, I think, for diamond. And I think it's 0.2% or something ridiculous like that for Apex Predator. But it actually brings forth a legitimate question about the use of mics. And it's different maybe for me because I play on EU, where let's just say English is not the most widely spoken language. And it turns out that most people who are from another country, they tend to learn a small pool of English words, most of which is just a long string of profanity. They probably don't even have the vocabulary to say, "Go deep throw a cactus, you arsehole!" to talk about what they would like to do in game. So it just ends up being the blame once someone goes down. That is just how it is. I don't really care about any of that. I will try and speak to people, but I don't actually do it very often. So in a game of ranked, I tend to say very little. I let the ping system do it all for me, but if I go down and I think I've got the enemy on 1 HP, I will say as much down the microphone. Or if I go down and there is supposed to only be one squad there in terms of what we saw, but it's actually another full squad, again, I would usually tell my squad mates that we're about to get jumped. But really, I just don't have a lot to say down the mic. I think the ping system is very good, but in ranked, the higher up you go, the more those little communications matter. There's something I think is quite important, and I'm not sure if it's a discussion for now or for another video, but it is actually the difficulty in terms of the wall that you hit. When you get to a certain point, you probably found it yourselves if you climbed in ranked at all in this last season. I got to Platinum 4 and I got the shock of my life, and even though I could have probably climbed, I didn't feel like I had enough time to do it because I thought I would need to sink quite a bit into it. Pleased to see though that for this next season we are going to have longer to actually do that. Even though there's a soft reset, I actually feel a little bit more inclined to have a shot and see if I can actually get to diamond or not. Even though that is, 2% of the player base, I might get close to it. You never know. I might even get to Plat 2, Plat 1. We'll see how we go. And as for that little back and forth exchange in the forums where Gandalf was accused of being a silver or a gold, here's how that turned out.
Wrong and wrong again. I am bronze.
He actually seems like quite a nice guy. They all do. I think the EA forums are relatively composed and contain a little less memes and more discussion. Anyway, guys, can you put me some comments below? Let me know what you think about mics or no mics and what your pet peeves are and all that kind of stuff. I want to know how you're getting on in Apex generally. Take it easy, shut your fucking mouth, catch you in the next one. Later.